it was a lot of really good information, and I'm excited about it. Good afternoon. It is Thursday, currently at 1 o'clock. I just officially? I'm trying to say officially finished, and it just came into one word because I'm in a hurry, apparently. I just officially finished that 3-day Stahls heat press seminar that I told you about. It was really, really good. The first day of the seminar was hands down the best as far as information for me. I was essentially in a live seminar from, I think, 12:30 until about 10 p.m. There was a 1-hour break in there where there were just no seminars at all. Yeah, first day by far was the best as far as getting information. The whole seminar and like heat press live event was run by Stahls, the company. Everything that they talked about was their brand things and things that they sell, which the heat press that I have is not a Stahls brand. So I was taking everything with a grain of salt as far as knowing what's available, but also knowing that this is an event where they are trying to sell things. It was still a fantastic amount of information. They did talk about options if you have a heat press that is not Stahls brand that cannot do these things, what sort of things they sell to help you still be able to do the job as best as you can, which was really helpful. And just as far as general information for starting up a business and why a heat press is so vital to starting up a business and giving you the most versatile options that you can have. Information about the specific type of vinyls that they sell, all of the heat transfer items in general, not just vinyl. They have heat transfer heat transfer leather and embroidery patches and puffed embroidery and different specialized vinyls. And they also have screen printing transfers, which is really cool. A ton of different tools and resources and ideas. So I actually have an entire page. I have, how many pages altogether do I have of notes? I have 8 full front and back pages worth of notes that I took. Basically all of those notes being day 1. It was really, really worth it. Day 2, I still had a few classes that were pretty good. I wasn't in classes nearly as long that day, or in sessions, I guess, because a lot of it was repeats of the day before for people who couldn't see those. And then a lot of it was talking about specific, they had 2 people coming in for like a t-shirt seminar that sold t-shirts. So it was like Bella Canvas and there was another brand. And basically the reps of those companies just talked about their brand. And they had the same thing with like totes and jackets and hats. And so I wasn't that interested in those because I figure I can do my own research on that at a later date. And all of these sessions were recorded so I can go back and watch them anytime I want to. I did get a couple of decent classes out of day 2 yesterday, but it wasn't nearly as good as day 1. And then today was kind of just the wrap up. So they had like an hour-long Q&A, and then they had the final sort of closing, thank you for coming, and then they had a comparison seminar where they compared the 3 or 4 main type of heat presses that they sell and the pros and cons of each one and what they consider to be the good, better, and best options. So that one just ended about 10 minutes ago, and it was very, very good information. Until that very last session, I was planning on coming out of this just with information in my head with no intention of buying anything, but they actually talked about these pillows and pads that they sell that work really well for people with heat presses that you can't change out the platen, and they are clamped, which is exactly what I have. That will help you get it'll help you adhere things to different types of materials better without worrying about scorching or having uneven pressure. And I'm looking at that set and it's about $80, and I'm seriously considering it because if I have that set, I'll most likely be able to do a much better job at heat transfer vinyl application. So I'm really looking into that. I'm not upset that I don't have like a really good quality heat press or anything, because when I bought my heat press a few years ago, I was buying it to fuse interfacing to the backs of t-shirts for quilts. When I was doing that, like, the shirts were already cut, so everything I was fusing was single layer, and I didn't really have to worry at all about like avoiding seams or anything like that, because I was just fusing stuff to it. It is not a long-term stick, and this heat press works fantastically for that. So I'm probably rambling a ton, but it was a lot of really good information and I'm excited about it. So that was that 3-day seminar. Very, very worthwhile. And it was free, which is like Stahls representatives were saying that this online seminar sort of replaced their yearly trade show that they hold every year around January, where you can come and they have booths set up and they show things and demonstrate things in person. Obviously they can't do that this year, so this online webinar was sort of a replacement of that, which I think is really, really cool, because there's not a chance in a million years that I would have gone at this current stage in my crafting. There's no chance that I would have gone to a Stahls trade show. I would not have found it worth my time, or thought it worth my time. Being able to do it online instead, though, shows like, okay, no, this really was worth my time, and I didn't have to travel to go to it, which is beautiful. So I made butter noodles for lunch, so I'm going to eat those. Dan is on his way home, and I might vlog a little later. For dinner tonight, we are making a whole turkey. No special occasion, we just didn't have one for Christmas and we didn't make our own for Thanksgiving, and there was very little leftovers because the turkey wasn't very big and there was enough mouths eating it, it didn't make for very many leftovers. You got a ball? You want a ball? Can I see? Can I see the ball? No? Okay, bye. So Dan really, really likes turkey, and the last few years we've made our own turkey. So Dan was like, hey, if we can get the turkey on sale, I keep watching, he's supposed to be coming back soon. I had to run out and get a pan because that was one thing I didn't think of, was, we needed a pan for the turkey. So he's coming back with that. But yeah, so they had turkeys on sale before Christmas, and we were like, let's get a turkey, freeze it, we'll have it early January, and it'll just be there. So this is a big turkey. This is a 19-pound turkey. So it's a biggin. We have our turkey rub all over it. We'll stick it in the oven. It'll need to be in the oven about 3.5 to 4 hours, just depending on how quickly it cooks. And then I'll get out a little in-oven thermometer to keep track of that. And then we'll have turkey. And after we get done eating it tonight for supper, we'll debone all of it. We'll weigh out how much we have. We'll keep out probably only like 2 pounds of it. We'll keep in the fridge, and the rest of it will separate into pounds and freeze for then meals either this coming week, or we'll freeze to use next month. We will have to use it up probably within a month, 2 months maximum, and then that way Dan will be able to have lots of turkey and we'll be able to get a lot of meals out of this turkey. Turkey's in the oven, and now taking Luca out for a walk for his very first time to walk around in some snow. Come here, kitten. You're okay. There you go. What do you think, kitten? Like the water. I want to get your little paw print because I think that would be very cute. Not as cute as I thought. Trying to catch the water. What are you doing? Silly kitten. Let's come over here where there's a lot of snow and see how you handle walking in the snow. I was all sorts of excited. Okay, well, you don't seem to care that much. And you're just laying in it. Little cat brains. Oh, it's so cute.